Josh, you guys are 6-1, playing well. I mean, is this a good time for a break though? Is that a little bit of a momentum killer?
I'll tell you what, Sunday was great. I mean, it's the first time in a while where I think we've all been able to take a deep breath. You don't have to prepare. You can give some guys a couple days off here and get rested and ready, and then start really focusing in on Alaska and Clarkson and St. Lawrence.
What is the game plan for this week as far as practices? What you gonna just have normal practices or just what's going on?
We took Monday off. Tuesday is going to be a really heavy skills day, just kind of working on individual things, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is a great opportunity for us to really dive into things that maybe we haven't had a ton of practice in. 4-on-3s, 6-on-5s, just 5-on-3 situations.
So,
Again, things you want to touch on, but you maybe don't have as much time as you'd want.
so a lot of situational situations.
Yeah, so it's nice, you're in a game late and you don't have a timeout, like you already know what you're doing instead of needing that timeout. So just being able to put some things in that we haven't been able to really dial in on.
How much better, obviously, is it to go into a break like this, feeling like the way that you guys do after, obviously a weekend where you took away a trophy?
Yeah, I think that it's great to have a good start, but I mean, we had to talk about we've done some good things, but we really haven't achieved anything yet, and it's right back to work here today, and we got a long ways to go, but I mean it's exciting where we're at, but we still have a long way to go.
What do you like about what the team has done so far, and what needs to be improved upon?
I think just you know grabbing the ability or grabbing games when they're right there and just pulling away. I think that we haven't really developed the killer instinct yet. That's something that we're kind of working on is trying to put teams away and not give them second, third chances and but I really do like the group. It's fun to come to work every day. They're working hard. They're enjoying it and they're trying to be different. Like they want to take the program to a new level.
It seems like when the team does fall behind, like it did against Illinois after two periods, Saturday night here against RPI down 3-2 in the third, they find a way to come back. I mean, how critical is that to build that confidence, knowing that if you're down one, no big deal?
Yeah, I think it's important that you always know you can come back no matter what the situation is. And right now, whenever they've been challenged, they've found a way to answer the bell, and it's there's something to be said about finding ways to win games. I think in the first 2 years here, we found ways to lose games, and now we're starting to find ways to win them. And I think that shows the growth of these young men.
The team, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so you obviously after the bye, you guys have to still continue that stretch of home games. So
Yep.
how big is it to continue this to be able to take advantage of coming off a bye week, going into home games where you might be a little bit more comfortable before you hit the road?
We want to make sure that we're dominant at home, and that's the the mindset that we have is that we're going to protect this arena, especially in its final season. And um, it's nice to get rested and ready, but there's a lot of work to do to be ready for Alaska and then the conference game. So it's nice to have the break, but at the same point, like we got to put our time in and continue to get better.
You're getting some national recognition in the college hockey polls, USCHO. You guys had the most votes among teams receiving votes, and then USA Today, USA Hockey Rank Live won. You guys were second most in received. How good is it to get that recognition, but at the same time, not be overwhelmed or get too big of a head about it?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday in the sense that people are starting to realize what we already know is that we have some good players in this locker room and that we can really take a step, but we're still on the outside in, and at the end of the day, polls mean nothing. It's about where you sit in conference play and in the pairwise. So we just got to keep taking steps forward that way.
I want to talk a little more about Ben Muthersbrog and his play. How did the recruiting process start with him? How did you find him? What did you like about him that you kept recruiting him to the point where he's here now?
So 2 seasons ago, Coach Ronan and myself and my son Hanley, we went on a recruiting trip to New Jersey. That was the first time we kind of saw him. my son actually got food poisoning in the game, so it was a little different. But then he got drafted by Cedar Rapids in the USHL, and I was at that tryout camp, and we just kind of started talking with him through that process, and he ended up making that team, and then we came on a visit right after that tryout camp, and we offered him on his visit, and he accepted pretty quick after.
What did you see? What was anything specific as far as his play that you thought he could make an impact with Union?
The thing that that was that drew me to him was, and our staff, was just the way he shoots the puck. He has an unbelievable release. He's a threat from anywhere in the zone. Plus, he's just a big body that really has room for growth as far as you recruit to someone's floor, and then what their ceiling could be. We knew he had a pretty safe floor, but there was a lot still to develop. So that was kind of what we were excited about.
Yeah, he was injured for part of the first half of the year last year in Cedar Rapids. He played, had 9 goals, I think, in the games he played. Were you concerned about the injury, and what was that like?
Yeah, there was a lot of talk of if he should play another year of junior hockey, just because we didn't know where he would be at. He just kept working and kept kind of pushing the envelope, and we knew that we lost a lot of seniors that scored, so we were looking to add scoring, and on our list he definitely was had that attribute filled.
You mentioned about shooting the puck. He seems players like to give up maybe like that extra pass, which they shouldn't. But it seems like when Ben gets the puck, he's firing that puck. The goal he scored, the first goal he scored against RPI in front of it, was a cannon off the post. It could have destroyed the post the way he shot that puck. When you saw that goal, is that the kind of player that you want to have? Somebody who wants that puck, wants to shoot it, and not give it up?
Yeah, he's not selfish, but he wants the puck and he wants to shoot. So he has that mindset, and we needed that. A lot of times last season we would give up open shots and not shoot the puck. So again, he's never the goal that John Prokop scored. That was a selfless pass. He could have easily shot that. So he will move the puck, but if he has the ability to shoot it, he's going to.
He seems very shy, though. When we talked to him post game. He's always giving credit to his teammates. Sean Martin asked a question about the goal, the game-winning goal he scored on Saturday against RPI, and he was deflecting credit. And I had a follow-up say, "Can you talk about the goal?" But is he just what is he like? Is his personality?
He's shy at first. But once you get him going, he's a great person. He wants to be around the guys. He's a guy's guy, and he's not going to be somebody that's carrying every conversation, but he definitely is. He definitely will participate.
It was after Friday's game. I was talking with Colby, and he mentioned about that shot. And Colby, he said they looked at each other on the bench. And I think he said he's going to play in the NHL one day. Is he NHL material? Maybe not right now, but down the road.
I think we have some guys that we feel like can play in the National Hockey League someday, and that's the whole goal here, is to keep recruiting players that can play, and I think Ben fits in that group. But there's a few others that we have that that we think have the ability as well.